Okay, so we left last time after discussion of this particular user interface. Okay, so let me give you a quick reminder of all of it, so that you may feel comfortable with to this session also. So beta, this was our rapid typing application interface, and here you can see we have different tabs here. First is your current lesson tab, second is your student statistic tab, then lesson editor tab. Okay, so these are different tabs present here, and shortcut keys along with them you can see: Control+1, Control+2, Control+3. Okay, so in exam you can be asked like what can define the interface window of this rapid typing tutor, so you will be explaining all these. Okay, and if it comes in 4 to 5 marks, then you need to little bit draw it so that you may indicate it that these are the things in the rapid typing software interface window, right? So current lesson tab is right now it is working, you can see, because it is showing the various things under it. Okay, and we'll be explaining it one by one. This is your lesson editor tab. Okay, so from here you can manage your own lessons, you can create your own lessons. Okay, then this is your toolbar, then option button we have discussed last time also. Shortcuts from you can learn from here. Okay, then maximize minimize button, close button, then this is the status bar. Okay, this is your status bar that is showing which key you need to press. Fine, which key you need to press when this particular word is to be typed, right? Then is your virtual keyboard. Why it is known as virtual keyboard? Because it is showing the keys which are present on the keyboard, not physically on your device. Okay, they are not present physically on the device, this is on the screen only. Okay, you cannot touch it otherwise, so that is why it is known as virtual keyboard. Okay, this is your text panel where the text will be displayed that you need to type with this virtual keyboard. Okay, so next beta, this we have discussed in last lecture also, and today I have again given you a little bit introduction about it. Now the main topic, practicing typing in the rapid typing. So you can see my particular this tab which is known as current lesson tab. Okay, this one. Okay, this is opened up and this particular display is in front of you. So let us now discuss the different tabs under it, different parts under it. So this is your course part. Okay, so how many courses you are having in your rapid typing tutor, that will be displayed to you. Initially you will be having these 5 courses: introduction course, beginner course, experienced course, advanced course, and testing course. These 5 courses you will be having initially, but you can add more courses by clicking on add more courses option. So from see, this is the inbuilt library of the rapid typing tutor. All the courses I have added that were present, actually by default English or Hindi courses will be added up, but you can add more course also by just clicking on or adding on. I'll tell you how to add more courses to it. So if you are adding from the library, you just need to select it and then click on add. Okay, that will be added to your course section then. Okay, and if you want to add a new course that is not present inside this particular rapid typing tutor, then you need to firstly create that course and then you can add it here. How to add it, that I will tell you when this topic will be there in your lesson. Okay, so this is particularly for selecting the course. So when you will click on this drop down, it will offer you many courses. Okay, and you can select the course according to your own convenience. And under this course, once you have see whatever course you have selected, you will get a dot before that. Okay, if you are clicking on beginner course, so the beginner lessons will be opened up. Okay, so you can see this is I have clicked on beginner course, the dot has now shifted to beginner course. Okay, now if I want to see what are the lessons that are being offered in this beginner course, then I can use this. So we have 4 types of lessons: basic lesson, shift key lesson, digit keys, and numeric pad. So under these we have many other lessons also. Okay, like we have testing course, like this type of testing course you will be having. So it is not having different lessons inside it. Similarly, whatever course is having whichever lessons it is offering you, and you can select any one out of them. So you can see different courses having different types of lessons. Fine. So course you need to select, and whatever lesson is present, it will be offered to you and you can easily select that lesson. See now we are on the basic lesson of course 1. Okay, introduction course. We are selecting the basic lesson of it, and right now we'll be doing the first lesson because we have dot before it, right? Why I'm having tick here? Because these two lessons I have practiced. If I will practice all, then definitely I'll be having tick against them also. Okay, so tick वहाँ पे मिलेगा that lesson you have practiced before. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. This is for the course, and course have many lessons, and in lessons also we have different chapters available, so we can select any one of it, right? So this is your pause button for, or resuming button. See, if I click it on, so my particular lesson can be started up. So now you can see, firstly you need to press any key to start it. So it will highlight you the finger that you need to put. Okay, let me remind you what are the home keys. A, S, D, F. Okay, J, K, L, and this colon, semicolon key will be there in your keyboard. Okay, so you need to rest your fingers here on these particular home keys. This we have discussed in last lecture also. Okay, every time your finger should be placed here only after pressing anywhere on the keyboard, right? So it will indicate you here the color, the particular key will be highlighted. So you need to press it, and you need to use your thumb and all other keys so that you may type the things that are being highlighted. Okay, so just keep on doing. Now you can see two types of lines are there. One is your green line, another is your yellow line. So you can see if I am wasting my time, this line seek bar is going down and down, and this is showing my status. Okay, so you need to be very careful to increase your speed that you are utilizing each minute, each second of your time that is shown to you, and you can check the time. So यहाँ पे आपको time you can see it is going in negative. Why? Because I'm taking more time than it was expected. Okay, so I can start the timer again just by clicking on the things. Okay, so यहाँ पे you need to click on pause or resume. Okay, you can start the lesson again and you may pause it. Fine. So it is totally dependent upon you how you need to work. So when you will click it on, you will get an arrow here to restart it. Right now I'm not able to show you because the window is minimized now, so that is why it is not visible. When you will open it in a full screen mode, you will get an arrow like this. Okay, so for that you need to for clicking, after clicking it, you will be able to restart your lesson from the very beginning. Okay, so I hope these things are clear to you. After that, beta, different courses. So drop downs he's talking about, I told you these drop downs, these are known as drop downs because when we click it on, you will get another menu out of it. So these are known as drop downs. And what are these? These are different measurement units of the speed. How speed means how you want to measure your speed in words per minute, in characters per minute, in keystroke per minute. Okay, so different units of the speed are being displayed here. So right now how it is measuring your speed in words per minute. Okay, so you need to learn all these units of speed so that you may easily check in which particular terms your speed is being compared or used for particular analysis, right? I hope it is clear to you. So you can pause the lesson if it is not required that time, right? So the different courses I told you, introduction course, beginner course, experience course, advanced course, and testing course. So in exam you can be asked what all courses are available by default in the rapid typing tutor. So you will explain all these, and these are given in your book also with explanation. So introduction course is basically for the beginner purpose only, those who are not aware about the keys that are present on, where the keys are present on the keyboard. So different positioning of the keys, they will help you to remember, right? Next is your beginner course, that is little bit advanced version of the introduction course, little higher version of the introduction course, that is your beginner course. When you have practiced number of times in the rapid typing tutor software. So then you can work with the experienced course also. So it will help you to increase your typing speed, and it will be including various symbols and words inside the course. As you can see here also, if I click it on, different types of combination it is offering. And now you will be working upon words. Initially you were working upon the letters F, J, and now you have started working upon the words A, B, A. It is a word. Why it is a word? Because there is no space in between it, right? Like this is a word, this is a word, this is a word. Word is a combination of different characters. Okay. Then comes the advanced course. So you can select the course according to your thing. Now you can see text in paragraph form, it is now appearing. So this is your advanced course. When you want to test yourself how much learning you have done in this particular software, then you can go with these types of tests also. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. So in exam you can be asked different types of course skills that are offered to you in rapid typing tutor software. So you can tell them by default we have this, and we can add more courses by clicking on more course button. Okay, so this is what the library is offering you, but if you want to add new, how to add it, I'll tell you later. So I hope it is clear to you. So a course will have, there can be different courses, 5 options for different courses, and we can add more courses also by using this add more courses option. Okay, and in every course we have different lessons. Okay, so like this lesson is there. So we can have different lessons from here by selecting on that particular lesson number. Okay, next is beta. The same I have told you. Okay, fine. Next is this also have explained these options, this pull down menus that are offering what different things we have already discussed. Okay, so now these bars I was discussing, green progress bar and yellow progress bar. What this green progress bar is indicating, that you are completing the particular current lesson in a proper amount of time. So represents the percentage of completion of your current lesson. So when I'll start clicking it on, so you can see 2 types of bars are there. So this is just indicating that I am doing my work properly, right? So if I'll keep on pressing the things, then definitely the green wala button will always show me the progress, right? So similarly, the yellow button, that is indicating that how reflects the acceptable time of typing a single character. Like I was supposed to click on K, but I am wasting my time, so it is keep going in the reverse order. That is showing that I'm wasting my time, and time is also decreasing time step by size. Okay, so we need to minimize the time, and we can fasten up our speed just by utilizing the time properly. Okay, so we need to focus on the screen only, because everything is visible on the screen. So we should not waste our time just looking on the keyboard which is physically present on your device. We just keep on focusing on the status bar and the virtual keyboard options that it is showing which key to press, right? So once the lesson will be done, this type of result will be displayed in front of you. Okay, so once you have completed a particular lesson, the result window will be there like this. You can see we have obtained. So it will be focusing this. This is another important question now. What is the important question? That result, this is the result window. Okay, this is the result window. Then how the result window is displaying the performance. So you will be able to analyze your performance in on the basis of this 4 criteria. So first is overall rating. So how well you have performed will be indicated by this particular blue bubble. Okay, so overall rating is shown here. Okay, then the speed per character. See, these are the units of the speed, okay, that I have attained in particular session or the lesson that I have just typed. So whatever the speed was, so you need to learn all the units of the speed. This is words per minute. Okay, so this is the speed. Like if I want to represent in the terms of seconds, like characters per seconds. So we need to see na ki which particular unit we want to get the output. Okay, how we want to represent the things. So we need to check it. Accuracy, how much accurate I was to type the words. So 81%. Slow down, how much slow down was there, means how slow down is to the the amount that should be, or the time that should be taken to type a particular word, if you are exceeding it, then there will be a slowdown rate, right? So you need to analyze these things. So 4 things you need to focus in the result window. First is overall rating, then is the speed, then is the accuracy, and then the slowdown. So if you focus on these 4 things, then definitely your skills in this rapid typing tutor will be improved to a greater extent. Now another important topic of this particular window, that is the result window. What the window, which window is this? This is the result window. Okay, so result windows may you have seen the 4 basic criteria to analyze your performance. Okay, now we will be focusing on the tabs that are present in this result window. So you can see the 3 tabs. First tab is, you can be asked, name the 3 tabs that are present in the result window. First is your next step, second is your detailed statistics, and third is your error overview. Okay, so next step is indicating what to do. These are the 2 options. Okay, next step, you want to go to the next lesson, or you want to try the same lesson again. So next step is indicating you, giving you the 2 options. You can select one out of it and you can click on go on. Okay, the next tab is detailed statistics. So you can see in the book also the same thing has been explained. The 3 tabs are there: next step, detailed statistics, and error overview. Okay, so right now we are on detailed statistics. So we can see the statistics that are visible here. Okay, you can see it is indicating how many characters were there, like D was there, K was there, F was there, and space was there. These 4 characters were there, and what percentage of performance I have given. So that is being also indicated here. Okay, so green, if your performance is above this dotted dash green line, then definitely for that character you have been performing very good. But if it is under this green line, then definitely that particular character is not being performed well by you. Okay, so you need to look at this book page. Green dash line shows the good and bad results. Okay, so you need to notice the different colors also. Different colors are indicating different things. Like green color is indicating, and this color indication is basically talked about this error overview. So you can see different colors. Yellow color is there, red color is there, and this green color is there. Actually 4 colors can be there. Green color is indicating that you have pressed the character totally correct. Okay, and yellow color is indicating the character was pressed right, but you have took more time to press that character. That time to use that character, means press that character, was exceeded, right? Then red color character is indicating, if something is in red color like this, that it is indicating that you have pressed the wrong character. Okay, if orange color character is like you have pressed the wrong character, plus your time to press that character, time to press that particular character was also exceeded. So 4 different color indications. So you can be asked a question, key in error overview tab, what 4 means what different color indications are indicating you. So you this type of question can also be there. So you need to tell these 4 colors and what the indication is given by them. Okay, you need to explain them. So this type of question can also be there. Okay, 3 tabs and these performance criterias, and under these tabs what all things are available can be asked in the question. Fine. Next is viewing and analyzing the statistics. So I'll be going back now. So now how to analyze the statistics. So this was the current lesson tab, and this is our student statistics tab. So when you will click it on, you can see different types of partitions are there. Okay, so they are helpful in analyzing the things. See, actually this software, why it is being preferred than other software, there are several reasons. Let me discuss that reasons with you. Firstly, this particular software offers you different languages like English, Hindi, and many other languages are also available there. If you will use the course for different languages, then you can use this software for many other languages also. Like you can see I have downloaded Hindi course also. So you can see now Hindi keyboard is available to me so that I may use it. So different languages can be used in the same software. Okay, so you need to add that course and then you can use it. So you can practice the different courses of different languages within the same software. That is why it is being preferred. And secondly, it helps you to analyze your performance in the rapid typing tutor. It helps you to analyze your own performance, and moreover you can compare your performance with other students also. How you can do this? You need to go in the statistics. See if I have added one new student here, Ram. How to add a new student? Just you type the name here, give the password, and if you want to make him administrator, then keep this tick here, otherwise you can remove it. Okay, so this way I have added a student Ram. I have written Ram, I have given a password, and I have unchecked this administrator so that I can be the administrator of the complete software. So in this way you can add multiple students, and then you can create groups also. Okay, so what is the benefit of putting the students in the group? That every student will use this particular software on the same PC. You need to use it, then we will be able to compare your performance with each other. Okay, you can compare your performance, like you can check your day statistics, how in a particular day how you have performed, or the previous ratings also, or the current rates. So accordingly you can set it. Okay, so you can compare your own results with yourself, or you may compare your results with your friends that you have added. Okay, so that is not in much detail in your syllabus. I just want to give you an overview, so you can add more students also in this to compare your performance with other students. Okay, and the statistics are also available there to compare. Okay, so here he is telling about the units of the speed that I told you, words per minute, characters per second. So you need to learn, this is also an important question, units of the speed measurement in rapid typing tutor. Okay, this is important. Next is beta students account. So this way you can create the students account, and you can see this one window, the student statistic window, is divided into 4 parts. This is your student statistics toolbar, and this is your course diagram, this is your lesson diagrams, this is your lesson statistics table. Okay, again I'm telling you, this is statistics toolbar, this is your course diagram, this is your lesson diagram, and this is your lesson statistics table. Okay, so your window is divided this way. Okay, then iske baad he is explaining these buttons, where these buttons are present. So these buttons are basically to hide and unhide a particular window. If you want to see a particular window more in a more focused way, so you can click it on. Okay, so you can hide them and you can unhide them according to your choice. They are telling you how to show and unhide. So if you want to show a virtual keyboard like this, you can show and you can hide it. So this way it will be a great help for you. Okay, so next is working with the lesson editor. See, if you are not an administrator, so if I log in with Ram is not an administrator, so I'll not be able to see this third tab. Okay, if you are an administrator, then only this third tab will appear. This is a lesson editor tab. So from here you can create your own lessons. Okay, and you can view the previous lessons also. So you can see this lesson editor is basically divided into these 2 tabs. Okay, and here also we can get option to create a new course. Now this is something important that you need to focus. So before I start this course creation, I'll explain you this particular course option, and these 2 tabs I'll be explaining because they are being explained in your particular chapter also. So your lesson editor window has 2 tabs. What are these 2 tabs? Course option, and another one is about course. About course is nothing to do with you, means you don't have to use it. You need to focus on the course option. So let me maximize it just by clicking it here. Okay, so this course goal, see, this particular course option will allow you to customize the course according to your convenience. Okay, so like you need to check, if you are a beginner, then what can be the speed, what type of acceptable errors that are set against. Like you are a beginner, introductory part you are dealing with, so speed should not be less than 10 characters, 10 words per minute. Okay, and then errors cannot be more than 90%, slowdown cannot be more than 45%. So if you are a beginner, so this particular parameter can be acceptable. This is a default parameters that you can see, and these parameters you can use for further analysis. so that you may improve your speed. Okay, so if you are a advanced course, you are working on advanced course, then your speed should not be less than 40 words per minute. Like this you need to check on. If you want to increase the font size, you can increase of the text that is being displayed. Like current, if in the same lesson you want to disable backspace key so that you may not be able to press backspace, so you can click it on. So these are for the settings so that you may customize your own course that you are going to create. Okay, so you need to learn the names of these things only because they have been given in your book like this. So you just need to learn them and you can use them if they are required. Otherwise the default settings will also be okay. Okay, so two tabs in the course window. First is your course option, second is your about course. So you should know these two tabs are there and the names of these options should be learned. Okay, now how to create a new course, this is something important, and for that we need to go again in the same lesson editor tab we are only, and here on the new course creation we'll be clicking on. So it will allow you to create your own course right now. So when I'll be clicking, see, four options are there: course, create a new course, add course, save the selected courses, and save all. So you can see all these four options are present here. So when I'll be clicking on creating a new course, so it will allow me to give it a name. Like I'm giving it Ram, I'm giving. So this is a name. See, like koi bhi any name you can give. Okay, the course name is added now. Now we want to put a lesson inside this course. Okay, this name is created for the course. Lesson has not been added up. So we can click on create new lesson. This was for to create a new course. Once the course name has been added, we will be putting lessons to it. Okay, it is not compulsory that we can put lessons only inside it. We can put lessons in these also. So we need to select it and create a new lesson. Okay, so I'm creating lessons in RAM. Okay, so just click on create new lesson. Okay, so let me minimize it so that you may know for what this window is. Okay, now I'll be typing the content that I want to take in my lesson. So this lesson I am creating. Okay, so you can also create your own lessons. So you can see the number of words, number of characters that I'm adding, they will be counted here. Okay, so you can see, and now I'll be pressing n, so you can see the count of n is increasing only. Okay, so this way you can definitely add a course. Fine, so keep on adding the things that you want to add in your own course. So once the course is ready, so like you want to make a course not more than 100, so just click it on 100. You want to, if you, it is totally dependent upon you how long you want to make the course. I just want to make it 100, so click on OK. So you can see a new lesson has been added up. This was a typing I have done, but it exceeded 100 characters, so rest of the content has been shifted to lesson number 2. Okay, so in this way you can create your own lessons. Okay, so once this lesson these lessons are ready, you can check them in the tab also. You can see the course, RAM course has been added, and if under this course we were having 2 lessons. This was the first lesson and this was the second lesson. So in this way you can add your own lessons very easily. There is nothing difficult in it. Another method is also there to add lessons. This was to create a new lesson in the rapid typing only. So this I have explained. New course RAM we have created here. My course he has named, we have named RAM. And then from library also we can add a new lesson. How? Like for that you need to go in add courses from library. Okay, so here English, Hindi, everything that is available to you. Actually I have added all the courses earlier, so you need just to click on and then add. So you can see already Hindi courses I have added now, so that is why I'm not able to add it again. If I want to create a new copy, then I can add. See, these are the Hindi courses, right? So in this way you can add a predefined course from the library. How? Again I'm telling you, just by clicking on add courses. Initially we were working with create new course, now I'll be using add new course. So from library, so whatever the things are available already inside the rapid typing library, you can click and add. That course will be added. But what if you have created a course already and you want to add it. So from file you will click on. Okay, so from file when you will click on, see, actually for that you need to create your course previously, and then after that you need to save it with an extension rapid typing course dot rapid typing course. दो बार you need to write rapid typing dot course dot rapid typing dot course, the name of the file. Then after that this extension should be there, and where you need to save it. See, when you will click on you need to create the course, and then you will see in documents you will have this folder rapid typing 5, right? So there you need to save that course. Okay, after saving that course within that particular extension, that is, see, rapid typing dot course wala extension you need to give, and that particular course will be available here. So when we will click it or open, so that particular course will get opened here. So you have three options to create your course. Either you create your own course right now, or you may add the previous course that you have in your library or in your file. Okay, so you may add different courses, and you can add different lessons also. Okay, I have told you how to create a new lesson. Firstly create a course, okay, and then create a lesson. After the lessons have been created, you can see it is also creating a new course, my course. Then he's adding new after addition of new course from different means, like from file, from library, or for creating new course, any which means you feel is comfortable, that you can create. And then you may add lessons also. Okay, I had told you how to add a new lesson. Okay, add an existing lesson also, the same again. If the lesson has been there in the rapid typing wala folder, if you have previously added, then you can open and then you can reuse it. Okay, how to delete a course, like this course I have added, you can see this course, whatever course has been added by you will be available here. And if you want to add the particular course, see, like this course I am adding. So this course I am adding. Okay, so I just want to delete it. So you need to select it and click on delete button. So it will be deleted. And whatever new course you are adding will be definitely visible in the lesson editor tab, and as well as in the current statistics tab. You can see here the different courses that are available. See, RAM course we have created, so it is available and you can use it. So beta, here your chapter is complete. I hope it is clear to you how to create a new course and a new lesson, and the important questions are also we have covered in this session.